getting better and better partners. We see him playing a lot now with Travis Rettenmeyer, and he's got Mary Brascia on the mixed doubles court. The top players are looking to him now to be their partner.
Of course, a couple of lefties squaring off, puts the ladies on the left. Mari prefers to be on the left. Mary Brascia, versatile on both sides. Quick hands, almost got him. Rafa Hewett off to a hot start.
Yeah, but a good cover from Donald Young there, kind of taking that middle ball. Both Rafa and Donald, I think, being the lefties. Everyone loves playing with the lefties. So
yes.
The list of partners they can play with is a long one.
Do you love playing with lefties?
Yeah, loved it on the tennis court too. Hated playing them, loved playing with them.
What's the worst part about matching up against a lefty for you?
You know, it's just that everything's kind of reversed. You don't have a lot of time in pickleball to think about what you're doing, especially if you're in a firefight. You're so used to hitting balls certain places, and a lot of times that's at the backhand side of a player, and against the lefty, that's their forehand side. With a lot of times that we've been saying all day with the men, that's like their more dominant side. Rafa Hewett is one of the guys, been around a while, very comfortable out on the pickleball court. Going to work the ball around in a very strategic way.
Such a heavy driver, too, on both sides of his body.
Yeah, he's good on that backhand side. We saw there, that's like a topspin drive, backhand volley.
Ooh, near counter from Mary Brascia. How about this? Humberg and Hewett off to a 5-0 start. Of course, you got the unique cut of Mari Humberg, too, in the way she approaches her backhand.
And Mari Humberg's underrated, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I feel like we don't talk about her enough, but I've been a fan of her game for a long time. She's a great athlete.
And that angle is unbelievable.
How easy did she make that look?
Yeah.
Right?
Just kind of swatted it over. She did have a wrist injury. That's the reason she hits her backhand the way that she does.
Yeah, and that the point previous to that, where she put away that high backhand volley, that's just like the athleticism I'm talking about. She's just a natural athlete. Makes things like that look easy. Rafa Hewett just picking on Brascia early.
Almost positioned her way out of it, but Rafa Hewett just too strong. And so this is unique too in the patterns on both sides. So usually when you're teaming up with a lefty as the feet. The backhand ding pattern, and Mari Humberg typically finds ways to drop that ball inside the baseline. Just missed that time for the side out.
I think she just hit that ever so slightly and sailed long on her.
Well, it's so unconventional that players across from her don't know how to read it.
No, that's and to her credit.
Wow, Mari Humberg was on the counter.
Yeah, she was waiting for that ball. It was a good play from Donald Young. He came out swinging there, hit about 4 or 5 good shots in a row. Rafa Hewett with a kind of a good counter, and then Humberg with the put away. Donald Young was all over that ball.
That is nice from Rafa Hewett. Scoops it down the line, skids it off the sideline for the side out.
It was almost like a 70% kind of controlled ball up the line. Rafa Hewett dialed in right now. He's aiming for lines, it appears.
No problems here with this Adidas paddle for those two. Nice approach from Mary Brascia. Finds the opening through the middle.
That ball just takes a low bounce on Donald Young.
Ooh, and the heavy drive within reach sends it to the middle of the net.
How about that serve from Donald Young?
Yeah.
Just rope, but again, the timing's a little off for Donald at the moment. See, that's the pattern he's got to find. He's so good at that. He's gotten so much better at that backhand roll over the last year.
Nice counter from Mary Brascia.
Right, I think Brascia knows that ball's coming now. Rafa Hewett's had a handful of speed ups at her. We saw the anticipation was a little better on that point. That misses. Humberg had the opening, just pushed it long by a few inches.
Nice, great positioning, great setup from Mary Brascia.
Let's see Brascia and Young. The confidence is coming back. A little bit of a sluggish start. I like that, though. Donald Young's going after the serve. Got to do that in mixed doubles. He's going to get a lot of free points, or a lot of at least easy thirds when that starts going in. And Donald's got such a loose, lively left arm. You know, you can see him hit some of these ground strokes from the back. If he's set up, he's driving the third, he's driving the fifth, he's driving the seventh. You're not going to see a lot of drives than dinks.
Setup from Mary Brascia for Donald Young to close it out. One more try for Humberg and Hewett. Another look at the play. Snapping it down as Brascia, Donald Young cleaning up. Nice return, another free point to the other side. Oh, nice Ernie from Rafa Hewett.
All right, and that's set up from Humberg there. I know Rafa, he gets all the credit for the Ernie, but it's set up by such an excellent, that dink right there, moving Brascia off the court.
Game point. And Rafa Hewett cleans it up off a perfect third. Young and Brascia found it midway through there, just seemed to be a bit too late. We'll see what unfolds here in game two. Oh, wow, would have been an impressive Ernie, just a bit too wide for Mari Humberg.
Yeah, and I actually didn't think she needed to hit an angle on that. The ball is high enough. I think she could have popped that right through the middle, but regardless, good move from Humberg.
And you warned us about that heavy drive from Donald Young. Hits it at such a unique trajectory and so much pace.
Yeah, he's got one of the best forehands in pickleball right now.
He's got the hand speed to match it. And where do you see Donald Young and how much he's improved and what kind of strides you've seen from his game.
It's really impressive. I mean, he came in a year ago, hadn't played much pickleball, and now he's just got himself into the mix. You know, in singles, doubles, mixed doubles, winning matches at every event. He's into pickleball too. Built a court at his house.
That's awesome.
Plays all the time. You know, he's dedicating himself to the sport, and that's why we see him improve so quickly. And if he kind of stays on the trajectory he's on, he's going to be fighting for, how about those hands, medals, you know, later this year.
Wow, she creates so much with that underspin she creates on the backhand cut.
Right,
Dink.
There's not too many women that can put one hand on the paddle like Humberg does here and flick that ball cross court. Very select group she's in. Ball Brascia tries to get the paddle out of the way, just can't quite do it in time.
Humberg opted to drive it that time. Mary Brascia caught in the wrong direction. Humberg and Hewett forging a comeback. Oh, man. Mary